Welcome back, warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here tonight. Welcome again, warriors. June Stanley, Michael Rodriguez. Hello, hello, all. Oh, where is Iron Ear? I don't see her. Well, maybe did I miss her? Okay, I don't see her yet. But welcome you all. Thank you guys so much. We got to talk about how crazy. I got a crazy clip to show you. You are going to just want to break out in prayer and fasting right now when I show you this clip. You don't have to worry about it. It's not too hard for your eyes to see, but it really makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder what's really going on with people. And I got to share this with you. And we're going to revisit some things about Barack Hussein Obama, if that's his real name. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications so that you are always alerted of when I post a new video. Now, as always, I am going to start off with a word of prayer. Dear God, in Jesus' name, Father, you know what we need. You know what we don't need. We ask for your wisdom, your grace, and your mercy that you continue to protect this nation and us, your people, and our families. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. Hello, Richard Porter. All right. D. Novotny, Little Darren, Noble Victory. Hello, you all. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate your support of my channel. Make sure you go out and check my videos that I posted today. Now, you saw my thumbnail. And you know we got some nuts out here, but we got to keep them in prayer. Sometimes I like to keep things light, but that doesn't mean I take it lightly that what some people are going through and what might be going on with them mentally or what happened in their childhood, the reason why they are the way they are. I mean, there's a multitude of reasons why people go through what they go through. And I am by no means using this as a way to pick on people, but it's not the people so much as the spirit that's got the people acting like this. So remember, we're in a spiritual battle. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. And so I am just going to go ahead and play this clip now. This is in the city of Worcester, and these people are making their case, and these are all sorts of people.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here.
Up,
I'm sorry. Am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
Okay. Like I said, I do not take it lightly that people are under some kind of, and I get people suffer from gender dysphoria, but you guys got to know what is really going on here. And I cannot sugarcoat things. I am not very good at sugarcoating things. If you want someone to sugarcoat things for you, you can't watch this channel because I'm no good at that. These people are, in my opinion, under some kind of demonic delusion. Okay. We're in a spiritual battle and we got these men. He just said he the L and the B or something like that in the LGBT. And one of them going to get up here and can't even keep up with all the letters that's in it. We used to just say gay. Now we got to come up with all these letters. And sometimes you get the letters all mixed up and then they go and add another one. And then they add a plus and a something else to the end of it. But in any event, this is truly sad. And people are out here. These people are saying that I'm scared for my life. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Donald Trump did not do anything to any of these people in his first term. What makes them think he's going to do something to them? Okay, he's not going to do anything to them. Everybody is going to live as they see fit. You can live and let live, but it's just not going to be promoted. It's not going to be in the schools. He's not for that stuff. If any school tries to do any of this stuff to the children, they will lose federal funding. And people get in line when you're talking about taking away their money. Okay.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here. So I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes.
Okay, y'all can't tell me something ain't wrong with this. This is a female. What is on her face? What's going on? What's this? A fake beard? And she's got eyeshadow on? Oh, Lord, help us, Jesus. Let me say a prayer.
In your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and
see, LBGP. I mean, you know, it's too many letters.
Even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me.
Okay, we're all done here.
Fucking pathetic.
No, we're all done. Come on.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight.
Okay, these people got something wrong with them. Excuse me, guys. But she said something about the people in her classroom, that there are queer and people like that in her classroom. I'm telling you, they want the children. And then she's up here with the purple hair. Hi, my name is Edie. I mean, there used to be a time where gay people were dressed normal, but it's getting weirder and weirder as we go along. I mean, this behavior is just not normal. It's just not normal. I'm going to go back a little bit. I mean, look at this.
Queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Okay. This is really not a laughing matter. This is really, 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 really sad. You've got this big A squared man right here saying he prefers to be referred to as ma'am. And another woman with the fake beard saying he, they, and then they got different names for when they in and out of drag. I mean, this is so disturbing. And I wish people would not, it's not like those of us who are conservative are trying to pick on these people. It needs to be addressed for what it actually is. It's spiritual and it's mental. Okay, this is not, you're not born in the wrong body. I'm just telling you. All right, you just, people need to get Jesus and get some counseling. All right, because there's a strong incidences of people unaliving themselves even after they get the gender affirming care. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. After they get gender affirming care. So that is not the issue here. It is spiritual, it's demonic warfare, and also I believe mental illness. Okay, and it is serious. So we need to be praying for them. And I do pray. I just said a prayer a moment ago.
I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets. I speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
You have to imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community? How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
Now is the time to say that if federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that some of you care more about easy funding than trans lives and don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason, but
Normally, I would say good evening, but through the chair, I will only impart my sour grapes.
It's an extremely emotional and taxing thing to stand up here as someone as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
My name is Katie. I'm from District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items 10B and 14B. Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community.
Noticing people here are trying to control the rights of others, and that's not right. We should
They have a child there. Ugh.
Make Worcester a sanctuary city for trans people. Everybody deserves to feel safe, and everybody needs to feel safe. I've lived here for 4 years, and there hasn't really been any changes in how people feel safe in the city. My birthday is this Saturday, and all I want is peace and for you to vote yes. Please don't let me down for my birthday. There's a lot of queer people that I love, and to Candy Carlson, you should know to never call someone I'm 7 and I know better. The kids are watching and we're ready to vote you out.
Okay, all right. That is the city of Worcester. Evidently, they're about to pass something that the people in that community don't feel safe. I don't know of anything. Okay, one woman got up there and said she's afraid of Trump. She's afraid of him. He is not going to bother anybody unless you're here in the country illegally. Okay, then you got something to worry about because you got to get up and go. All right, we don't want to hear it. Got to go. And they're starting with the worst of the worst when it comes to criminals. And I don't know anybody in their right mind who wouldn't want criminals deported. I mean, it makes no sense. These people should not be afraid of Trump. They're listening to BS propaganda. They're listening to that. Donald Trump is not going to harm gay people. He's not going to hurt anybody. He just doesn't want it pushed off onto the children. When you get grown, you are fully developed in your mind and you want to go do whatever you want to go do, you go do that. You go do you. Believe the children alone. What is so wrong and not able to be understood about that? Are we living in this alternative reality? And I'm sorry, I just got to say it. Those people really need help. You cannot tell me you think it's normal to go around and say you, he, they, and she. And you belong, you the L and the T. And then you a big man and you want to be called a female. And some of those people got more issues than just gender identity. They've got some other things going on. This has to be handled on a spiritual level. This is nothing that is deeper than it is not just about rights. That's what the left promotes it as. But I'm telling you, this is deep. These people are under a delusion. I am telling you. You cannot tell me you say you a man when a woman. You're not a woman if you have a penis. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. And they had a 7-year-old child there. Crazy. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Let me see what you're saying. She just named a bunch of demons she is in agreement with. It's all queer, odd, strange to me. Evil sideburns. Oh, Elvis sideburns. Sorry, can't hear you. Oh, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. What outrageous. It's very outrageous, right, Renee? It's so crazy. It's like, I remember when people were just regular gay, when they, just regular, but now they're dressing up in costume. I don't know, what is this? And then the drag queens went from wearing regular makeup to more demonic makeup, where the makeup looked more like, I hate to say it, demonic. And then it kept morphing. It kept morphing. And now they're trying to bring children into it. This is just like, this is really bad, guys. But don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit all notifications so you're alerted when I drop a new video. Noble Victory, you said we're dealing with demons. First time I wish my initials were not LB. Oh, my goodness. I know, right? Let's see. Hey, y'all. Hey, Texan Patriot. Hello. Oh, from the movie Noah. I haven't seen that one. I personally don't give a crap about your pronouns. If you were born a male and you try to identify as female, I'm still going to call you a dude. Somebody passed me some whiskey. Bring back mental hospitals. I asked God, who was Obama? Not one vote from me did he get from me. This is demonic. It really is. And again, if anyone out there is listening to me who may come across my channel, I am not picking on people who deal with this kind of gender dysphoria. I just want it to be called for what it is, and do not push it off on other people. And if you are an adult, you live your life how you see fit, but do not bring children into this, okay? I just think it's not being dealt with properly. I think people are dealing with some things that are, like I said, deeper than just they're being confused about who they are. I think it's deeper than that. And maybe they need psychological help. They need help. And I'm sorry, people who claim to be trans or non-binary or pan-gender, whatever the hell that is, they need to talk to Dr. Phil. They need to talk to Dr. Jesus. God forgive me, because I can't eat more with these people. Shame on them. And they had a child there. I just want to keep pushing that out. They had a child there, a 7-year-old there. I studied psychology, and their unaliving rates go up dramatically after hormone therapy. See, it's after hormone therapy. And so if you've heard any of my videos with, well, I'm not going to say his name, but it really is, okay, I'm just going to say the Democrat Party, if you guys haven't noticed it yet, they're a death cult. Okay. There's abortion up to the 9th month. And lo and behold, if your baby survives the abortion, the Born Alive bill, oh yeah, the Democrats voted against that, any life-saving measures, okay, if a baby survives an abortion. They had a abortion clinic and all of that, vasectomy clinics at the DNC last year in Chicago. They are for, open borders and, hormone therapy and not telling the parents. This is a cult. And I'm just going to call it what it is. They're, in my opinion, now this is all my opinion. All right. Well, you want to say allegedly, my opinion, whatever it is Linda B's opinion. I believe they are death cult. They are for all this things that are against God and against how God made us to be. You know what I mean? We can respect each other for our differences. We can love each other, whatever your orientation is. We got love for you over here on the conservative side. And if we disagree on some things, usually on the conservative side, we don't spew hate. The hate usually comes from the left. And if somebody on the left disagrees with somebody else on the far extreme left, they hurl insults and defame that person that's on the left with them. So we should be able to have a civil discourse about these things. It's my opinion, Linda B's opinion, that these people are suffering from spiritual, it's demonic, it's satanic. And then you may disagree with me. Maybe you think it's just mental, but it's more than them. It is something. It is something going on. This is not of God. It is not of God. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I am not sugarcoating anything with anybody. Somebody might get mad at me. I'm just going to call it what it is. And you're saying chosen ones. In the Bible, demons refer to themselves as them. Oh, they sure do. I didn't think about that, chosen ones. In the Bible, demons refer to themselves as they, them. And see, and that reminds me of legion, but they are many. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, that is crazy. Help the babies, Jesus. I say yes, help them all. Now, I also want to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to talk about, Barack Hussein Obama. And, I always like to tease and say, if that's your real name. We're going to look at Barack Hussein Obama. Yeah, ever since he came onto the scene, things have been going in the wrong direction in this country. I just got to say, they have not been going in the right direction. And we all know that. There's no need to pretend we don't know. So here, this is a podcaster. Let me see. This is Terry Schilling posted this. Okay. And it says, it's no coincidence that after Barack Obama was elected, our government became significantly more dysfunctional and corrupt. So let's listen to what he has to say.
I'll tell you this. So my dad was a one-term member of Congress. He got elected in 2010, and we killed it with fundraising. We raised $1.5 million. Our opponent raised, I think it was 2.1. That was like real money at the time. You look at what these congressional candidates are raising now, it's 3, 4, 5 million if you're a Democrat, right? And it's always been puzzling to me where the hell all this money's coming from. Like, what was the big change where all of a sudden Democrats are raising mid 7 figures? It has to be this government stuff. And it had to have been led by Barack Obama. They got too close. I think the 2010 wave year really scared the bejesus out of the Democrats. They thought, holy cow, there's this populist backlash to all of these Obama policies. And they started plotting and planning. Everything, Barack Obama got elected, and then everything started becoming super dysfunctional. I'll tell you.
Yeah, that is when I noticed the backlash against Christians when Barack Obama came into the office. I mean, I seriously noticed it then. I noticed a lot of things, and you guys know I never voted for Obama because I sensed the Lord telling me this man is an evil person. And that is very rare to happen. So he must be on another level of evil. I'm just saying. And I'm not, most of us on the conservative side, we don't care about your color. I mean, you can't play me with, oh, she a black woman like you. I don't care. I look at what is in a person. Okay, you're not going to play me with the gender, with the color, with the this or the that. I'm not concerned with that. What is motivating the person? What is in them? What spirit lives inside of them? What is motivating them? That is what I'm looking at. What's their character? Because just because someone looks like you doesn't mean they give a rat's a squared about you. And that doesn't mean anything. Democrats be playing us for a fool. And black folks in America, most of us, not all, I didn't say all, are emotionally tied to this skin color thing. You say black and they go, ooh. And I'm like, okay, I'm not impressed with Fonnie Willis. I'm not impressed with Letitia James. I don't care. Alvin Bragg, these people are evil, okay? And the Democrats like to use black people for their dirty work. That's what they do. That's their MO. And I was like, wait a minute, almost everybody that's going up against Trump that is truly high profile is black, with the exception of Jack Smith. The other ones are all black. The ones that you constantly see, like all the time, that are going after him. I mean, it is ridiculous. All right. And things really started to take a downward turn. And it was intentional that they picked a black person when they picked Obama. They played that race card. They've already trained black people to think a certain way. And so we saw him black and they played that up. And 98% of black Americans, not me personally, I'm the 2%. 98% of black people voted for Barack Obama in America. 98%. My old husband voted for him and helped in his campaign. I said, no, I won't. That man is evil. Okay. They play us. They always use somebody black or female is going to be on the Democrat ticket. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is they use that to get the vote. And that person doesn't do anything for the people who are looking at their color and their gender. They're not going to do anything for black people. They're not going to do anything for women. They're not going to do any of that stuff. That's just to get votes from a certain demographics of people. That's all it is. That's just how they roll. That's just how they do things. Okay, that's it. They want to see somebody black. They want to see somebody black. So you get somebody black like Brandon Johnson in Chicago. He doesn't do anything for black people. And they're crying and screaming at the top of their lungs with this man. And he is black as all outdoors. And he could care less. And he got black people fussing and crying and begging. And he's not doing anything. That doesn't mean anything. And I just want us to stop it. Stop it. It doesn't matter. Look at a person for who they are. What have they done? You know, it's crazy. But I want to show you something else with this Barack Obama. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about Barack Obama, but he is behind. He is the shadow. He's the puppet master. We already know that. We already know that. And Lindy Lee, I did a video with her earlier today. Please check that out. It's the one with Benny Johnson on the thumbnail. If you just go ahead and watch it again and like it and all the things there. And make sure you share my videos as many places as you can and like and share and comment. But I want to share this other piece of information about Barack Obama. Is, you know, and I'm just going to say allegedly, there's so much going on online that it's hard to confirm if this stuff is true. And I don't like to spread misinformation. That's why I say allegedly a lot. And this is under Real Robert. And this is Project Folsom. Boris Johnson document below shows Obama's mistress, Susan Rice. And I doubt that's the case. I don't think she was his mistress. You know what I think about Barack Obama. Requested the continued surveillance, aka treason. There was a collusion. There was an election interference, and there was an attempted overthrow of the U.S. government, the likes of which America has never seen before. Did you guys hear that? And I'm going to say allegedly again, okay? There was a collusion. There was an election interference, and there was an attempted overthrow of the United States government, the likes of which America has never seen before. United States, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, and New Zealand. This isn't just a scandal about Democrat projection. This is a scandal about what was a coup planned against the incoming administration at the highest levels. And I'm told that is Gina Haspel personally, who is blocking continued declassification of these documents that will show the American people the truth, what actually happened. Barack Obama personally authorized Project Folsom through UK intelligence to spy on the Trump Organization and Donald J. Trump for President Inc. in the lead up to the 2016 presidential election. And let me just say, I know a lot of you probably already know this, just in case those of you who are new to this information, because not everybody knows the same information. Not everybody has, they just don't know. And so some people are new to the conservative side and they just may not know these things. Okay. So forgive me for reiterating things that some of you already know. It says the operation was carried out by his chief of staff, John Brennan, and covered up by lapdog Gina Haspel. And you spell that Haspel. And I can report tonight, the mother of all declassifications is coming via CIA Director John Lee Ratcliffe and U.S. Attorney General Pamela Jo Bondi. That's Pam Bondi. I'm going to repeat that. And I can report tonight, the mother of all declassifications is coming via CIA Director John Lee Ratcliffe and U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Oh, it's about to go down. Okay, there will be consequences for those who pushed foreign interference hoaxes. The hammer of justice is coming. And that was from Elon Musk. And I'm going to read some of these comments. Gina Haspel was stationed in England. She is the one who coordinated with British intelligence. That is the reason Pompeo recommended her to head the CIA. He knew and he supported it. There still is. Gina Haspel hasn't been around since 2020. And, you know, they said we're whatever. How did I forget about Susan Rice? Time for a tribunal. And someone else said, believe it only when I see it. Another person, yep, Obama, Brennan, Rice, and their entire deep state ran a spy operation against Trump. Prosecute them all. And here's a quote. It says, if you repeat a lie often enough, people will believe it, and you will even come to believe it yourself. And that is Joseph. I can't see it. I'm sorry. But that's what is out there. All right. And this is Pam Bondi. She is on the case. Oh, it's about to get really good. Break out your popcorn. Okay, break out your popcorn. These people are not going to be able to get away with all this stuff. And now we got Tulsi Gabbard as the Director of National Intelligence. We got Pete Hegseth. Oh, I can't wait. Pam Bondi. We've got RFK Jr. and Cash Patel coming up. And I think, I can't remember if it was RFK who got enough and the we'll just have to see. I'll stay on top of this for you guys. But please, I thank you so much for supporting me. Don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications and all the things. I'm going to be pushing out my videos as much as I can with as many updates as I can, you guys. And I just appreciate you guys just really. Oh, thank you, Love Coach Marjorie Reacts. Yes, I'm going to read some of your comments. It's called Chat with Me, Linda B. So I'm reading your comments. See how they said that they will make it not safe on the street. Worcester is one of the biggest hoods in Massachusetts. It's all blood kings versus lords. Oh my goodness. Okay, sex change is hard to believe. Hello there, Boom Chick. I got called racist because I support deportation. Well, call me racist all you want. At least I'll be a safer one in my country. FYI, I'm Hispanic, but that shouldn't matter. All right, I can hear you. Very good. I am worried about the kid and people going to his house for his birthday. I know, right? I know. They had that 7-year-old boy in front of all of that foolishness. And some people do this because, okay, y'all know I keep it real. When I say this, I'm about to give you a hard truth. When I say I keep it real, hard truth follows, okay? The Democrats are using the slavery and everything of the past and get Black people emotional about it, but they also use it against white people. They want the white Americans to feel bad for how their ancestors treated us, how they treated Black people. So y'all, some of y'all white people, not all, some of you carry some kind of extra guilt, like, well, I got to be extra nice, and I have to go along with all the foolishness, no matter how ridiculous it is, because this is a Black person here, and I don't want to be called a racist. That is what they are using to get you to go along with foolishness. And they use that with Black people because they're like, well, they hate you. America hates you, but we're the Democrats. We're on your side. We're your friend. And they're not. They use that against us. We need to be hip to the game, and say, you know what? Y'all can kiss my A squared. And y'all know what I say when I say A squared. Because that's just the way of getting us to be manipulated emotionally and go along with crazy stuff. So to my white brothers and sisters in the Lord, do not feel guilty when you don't want to go along with shenanigans. Okay, don't let anybody guilt you by calling you a racist. Don't let them do that. That's how they get you to go along with stupid stuff. That's why you got these people in New York in these churches. They got dragged. I saw clips of people in churches in New York a couple of years ago with drag queens prancing down the aisle. Drag queens letting them preach behind the pulpit. What? That is crazy to me. And then the parents, the white folks were like, okay. I'm like, don't just walk on out. You know it's wrong. Don't let them trick you like that. Nope. I keep it 100 on my channel. I love you all, but I gotta say, sometimes the white people feel guilty and they just do things you shouldn't do. And Black people, we the same way, we do things we shouldn't do, you know, because they've been playing that trick, that race trick. I'm telling you, it's a trick. All right, Mickey, somebody told me that they took down the American flag in schools to put up the gay flag. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, that won't happen with Donald Trump. You got to take those flags down. And I got to tell you guys a story. I got to tell you a story. I just talked to my aunt just like an hour or so ago, and she's in her mid-60s. And she was saying that she didn't vote for Trump. I'm just going to be honest. She voted for Kamala Harris. She think Donald Trump is a dictator and all the bad stuff. And excuse me, guys. Excuse me, sorry. And she said, but you know what? I agree with him by getting men out of women's sports. I agree with him there. I'm down with it. If he do that, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be right there cheering him on. That's what she said. So she's going to see. She's going to see, because I pray that God, the people that really belong to God, are going to see. Okay, they may walk around in darkness for a little while, but it won't last forever. My aunt is a believer. Okay, a true believer. I believe that. So she said that, and I said, "Ooh, there's hope." Because I'm gonna tell her. I don't know if you realize, but the demon rats had all that crazy stuff going down with children. Okay, all right, little Deron, you said I'm openly gay. I don't dress gay, whatever the heck that means. And I voted for President Trump 3 times. Very good for you. We love you too. They couldn't have found anyone any more insane looking people. These sad people who blame us for not accepting their life choices is a rejection of God in their lives, praying but not condoning their abhorrent choices. I did too. All right. Little Deron, and you are fine. Okay, this is a holy war. Absolutely. I love your channel because you tell it like it is. Well, thank you. I try to. I love everybody. I don't care what you look like, what you call yourself, or orientation. I don't care where you come from. You are a human being. Okay? Human. All right, my daughter would never have a tranny in her classroom. Little kids getting to read books by these sick people dressed up in different sex clothes. I know, Linda, you're 100%. I try to be. I'm never 100% right, but, you know, I try to do as best I can. I think it's child abuse to do that to children. Again, people on the conservative side, I'm for whatever the Bible says. I know some people live lifestyle choices that go against the word of God. I go for what the Bible says. If you are a grown-up, if you are an adult, you do you. Okay? You do you. You just do you. But don't push it off on little children, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. I've had friends I knew were gay. We just never discussed the subject. They were good folks. Yep. Little Darren, love you, and thanks for sharing. Yes, we do love you. Don't ever think we don't love you. They like to paint conservatives as these mean, hypocritical, and beating you up with the Bible folks. We're not that way. We are not that way. I'm telling you, not that way. All right. It says you are 100% correct, Linda. The Democrat Party is a death cult. They love evil, honey. They love evil. That's deep. A death cult. Absolutely. They certainly did vote against it. Oh, wow. The wages of sin is death. All right. Deathers are serial deletes. Yep. The leftists encourage this. And I can't read all these comments. There's a lot of comments. It's a lot of comments. But I appreciate you guys. You are amazing. I love you. You guys be blessed. And I always end my videos with the same thing. You know, I want you to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications, watch my videos, please. But I want us to get back to following God in this country. God is real. He loves us. And so I'm just going to end with this. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.